You're listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Tuesday the 3rd of March, 2026. It is 72 days after the winter solstice. It is 17 days before the spring equinox. Today marks the 4th day of the American and Israeli war against Iran. The sun rises today at 6:26 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:08 p.m. The sun sets today at 5:49 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 6:17 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 6:48 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes 40 seconds longer than yesterday. The full moon arrives today at 6:38 a.m. According to the Old Farmer's Almanac, this is the full worm moon. The moon sets today at 6:28 a.m., and then it rises again at 6:17 p.m. There will also be a full lunar eclipse before the moon sets early in the morning. It will be at its maximum at about 6 a.m. The third quarter of the moon will arrive on Wednesday, the 11th of March. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, low tide, 3:49 a.m., minus 6 centimeters. In the morning, high tide, 10:20 a.m., 1 meter 52. In the afternoon, low tide, 4:11 p.m., minus 12 centimeters. At night, high tide, 10:42 p.m., 1 meter 55. In our shared realm of plants and animals, Hallett's Cove has been full of Canada geese these last few days. It's nice to see them back. A male cardinal, bright red, was spotted in Socrates Sculpture Park over the weekend. Cardinal song could be heard in the park, with its distinctive cheer, 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 and birdie, birdie, birdie. And an American crow strutted through Socrates on Sunday. His companions were up in the trees, cawing, but he strolled along the ground, bold and unperturbed by the dogs on their leashes. Commemorations. Our troubled history. On this day in 1871, Congress passed the Indian Appropriation Act of 1871. It declared that Native American tribes would no longer be recognized as independent nations by the United States, and no longer be able to contract treaties with the federal government. It also declared that members of the tribes would be considered wards of the state. Annals of Infrastructure. On this day in 1882, the New York Steam Company began providing service in Manhattan. The company joined Con Edison in 1954. To this day, steam is generated at 6 power stations and delivered to more than 1,700 residential and commercial locations in the city. It's the largest such system in the world. Those temporary chimneys venting steam that you can see in the streets of Manhattan are evidence of this extensive network that keeps so many of our neighbors warm. Moments that changed our world. On this day in 1938, oil was discovered in Saudi Arabia. The first successful well was drilled near the town of Dammam on the east coast of the country, near Bahrain and Qatar. On this day in 1991, Rodney King was pulled over and beaten by Los Angeles police officers. An amateur video captured the beating, and when it was broadcast on television, sparked outrage. Today we remember Chief Joseph, born this day in 1840. He was a chief of the Nez Perce Nation, who called themselves the Nimipu, or We the People. Chief Joseph's own birth name translates as thunder rolling down the mountain. He witnessed the violent displacement of his people from their territory in what is now Idaho, Oregon, and Washington. Chief Joseph, along with the chiefs White Bird and Looking Glass, eventually led a band of their people northward, trying to reach sanctuary across the border in Canada, where the Lakota band, led by Sitting Bull, had taken refuge. Along the way, they were harassed and attacked by the U.S. Army. They eventually were forced to surrender just 42 miles from the border. Chief Joseph remained an advocate for the rights of the Nimipu, Traveling to Washington to meet with President Hayes in 1879, he was received cordially, but he remarked, "I have heard talk and talk, but nothing is done. Good words do not last long unless they amount to something. Words do not pay for my dead people. They do not pay for my country, now overrun by white men." He added this, "The earth is the mother of all people, and all people should have equal rights upon it. You might as well expect all rivers to run backward, as that any man who was born a free man should be contented, penned up, and denied liberty to go where he pleases." He died in 1904, it is said, of a broken heart. Alternate side of the street parking is suspended today in New York City for Purim. And that is the Observatory, Tuesday the 3rd of March, 2026.